Nothing is difficult, if you seek it through your Lord. Nothing is easy, if you seek it through yourself. If you do not know the blessings you have when you have them, then Allah will teach you about them, by taking them away from you. When Allah inspires your tongue to ask, know that He wants to give. If you make intense supplication, and the timing of the answer is delayed, do not despair of it. His reply to you is guaranteed, but in the way He chooses. Not the way you choose. And at the moment He desires, not the moment you desire. When He gives, He shows you His kindness. When He deprives, He shows you His power. And in all that, He is making Himself known to you, and coming to you with His gentleness. My God, how gentle you are with me in spite of my great ignorance, and how merciful you are with me, in spite of my ugly deeds. People praise you, for what they suppose is in you. But you must blame your soul, for what you know is in it. The most beloved manifestation of obedience to God is trust in Him. If you are aware of your humility, then you are arrogant. The lights of some people precede their dhikr, while the dhikr of some people precede their lights. There is the one who does dhikr, so that his heart be illumined. And there is the one whose heart has been illumined, and he does dhikr. A sign of the death of the heart. Lack of sadness about beneficial actions you have missed, and lack of regret about your mistakes. So long as you are in this world, be not surprised at the existence of sorrows. Actions are but lifeless forms, whose soul is the secret of sincerity in them. If you want a glory that does not vanish, then do not glory in a glory that vanishes. The most excellent of those who perform good deeds are those who most often remember God in all situations. Do not despair when, in spite of intense supplication, there is a delay in receiving the expected gift. He has guaranteed that He will respond in what He chooses for you, and not what you choose for yourself, and at the time He chooses, not the time you desire. The ambition of the spiritual traveler never wants to stop with what it has been shown, save that the voices of reality call to him, what you seek is ahead of you. If He opens a door for you, thereby making Himself known, pay no heed if you do not measure up to this. For, in truth, He has not opened it for you, but out of a desire to make Himself known to you. Do you not know that He is the one who presented the knowledge of Himself to you, whereas you are the one who presented Him with deeds? What a difference between what He brings to you, and what you present to Him. If a tablet is not wiped clean of its figures, nothing can be written upon it. A single heart cannot serve as the place for two things, let alone for several things. If the heart is filled with the forms of sensory perceptions, it is rare that it would perceive the meaning of Allah, even if one were to say Allah 1,000 times. When the heart is empty of all that is other than God, if one uttered Allah only once, one would find such bliss that the tongue could not describe. Your saying, God is most great, does not mean that He is greater than something else, since there is nothing else alongside of Him, so that it could be said that He is greater than it. Rather, the meaning of Allahu Akbar is that He is much too great to be perceived by the senses or for the depths of His majesty to be reached by reason and logic. And indeed, that He is much too great to be known by an other than Him, for truly, no one knows God but God. Invoking removes darkness and brings forth radiant lights. The signs of the soundness of the servant's love for his Lord are three: absence of self-willing, pleasure in every event, which takes place through divine decree, and seeing the perfection of the Beloved in everything, and being content with Him in everything through submission to Him in all things. He whose wealth or children distract him from remembering God is lost. But the one who remembers God experiences delights sweeter than the pleasure of food and drink. If you make demands on him, you doubt him. If you seek him, you are absent from him. If you seek other than him, you are shameless before him. If you make demands on other than him, you are distant from him.